morning, everyone. This is Financial Literacy 101. And today, we'll be talking about Robinhood markets and how ARK investment bought Palantir. Let's get into it. All right. Without further ado, let's get right into the stock review, ladies and gentlemen. We understand that Robinhood, the trading platform that I most closely use for these videos, have came out with their own stock. I also informed you guys of the IPO release. And I told you guys, even though you may not like Robinhood and some of the things they did with the whole GameStop and AMC stocks, it's still a good investment to actually own some of the Robinhood market stocks. So let's get into it. Let's do a quick review. Now, over the past 1 month, we understand it just recently came out on July 29th, so it has not been a full month yet. But when this IPO was released, it was released at $38 per share. That's $38 per share. And then it dropped down to 34. I think it was a little bit lower than that, but $34 per share. And slowly on August 3rd, it continued to tick up. August 4th, it reached $70 per share. And then it dropped down. You see the fluctuation throughout the month. It's trying to find a way where it can be stable and steady for it to start making really, really good profit. Now and again, if you would have bought in at $38 per share, you would have seen return on your investment. Okay. So now, granted, I'm pretty sure some people, when they reach $70, they say, well, this stock is probably not worth that amount of money. So whether you had, 2 shares, 5 shares, 100 shares, 500 shares, some people probably sold those shares when they reached $70, which made it then drop because it increased in value. And again, we keep talking about scarcity and how stocks value increase when the scarcity is high and when stock prices decrease when the scarcity is low, meaning there's more volume of that particular stock. So this is important to note because when you guys are looking at investments, and again, some investments is going to be, it's really going to be profitable for your portfolio when you guys get into it. And this is one of the stocks that I say, hey, you should really start investing in this particular stock. Okay. So let's go back and let's go with the review here. Let's look at it a little more in detail. Okay. Let's look at it more in detail. So you see here, I only have 5 shares. Okay. I invested, let's see, $38 because I bought during the IPO. Again, I bought it at $38 because I invested in the IPO. Now my total return is only $58, but I'm up 31% roughly. Can you see that? I'm up 31% roughly. So my threshold where I like to be, not my threshold, but my limit where I like to be is at 20%. I want all of my stocks to make at least 20%. And a lot of times that may, urge me, it may inch me to trade those stocks after maybe 1 to 3 months. I'm looking at my portfolio, and sometimes you have to adjust your portfolio, especially if you want steady returns. But again, when you guys are trading stocks, don't forget about taxes, because at the end of the year, there's a huge pendulum that you have to look at the amount of price that you pay for the stock, the percentage of you making off the stock. So those things are very, very important. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So let's look at this stock very, very quickly. Once again, I want you to see the profit that I actually made in this. And now that you take a quick gander at the amount that I have, I want you to show how Robinhood is say, hey, listen, the IPO, there's 301,000 total requests, and the request was filled was the exact amount. Okay. So they want to make that very, very public. Now, when I go down, they already have a prospectus, but we're going to get into more. Now, I'm not going to insult your intelligence because we know that Robinhood is the platform that we're trading on. So Robinhood is a trading platform. Of course, it says here that it's a financial service platform. They're pioneering commission-free stock trading. And it said pioneer because Robinhood was the first, okay? Or one of the first, but I'm pretty sure it was the first, and it killed the trading market. That's what made them so valuable. It says trading with no account minimums and fractional share trading. Robinhood began as a U.S. stock-focused retail brokerage and currently offers trading in the U.S. listed stocks and exchange, okay? Let's go past this. Their market cap is at $48.27 billion. They really have no earnings because, again, this stock is under a month. And I did a limited buy of 5 shares at $38 per share, which was roughly $190. Okay, let's move on. Now, when we go over here to Market Watch, you see that Market Watch is saying that this stock is overbought. Now, they're giving you the current forecast. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. They're giving you the current forecast that is being overbought right now. But this is one of those long-term stocks that you keep in your portfolio and you continue to invest in, because Robinhood is not going anywhere, because, again, they pioneered the commission-free trading as well as some of the fractional trading that you guys can do. And let me tell you, one of the most important things that you guys can do when it comes to fractional trading, some of the most important things that you can do when it comes to fractional trading is that some people look at the price of a stock. With fractional trading with Robinhood, WeBull, M1 Finance, and some others, that you can take $10, you can take $5 and invest in any stock that you want. Absolutely phenomenal. So a lot of you like, oh, I would love to invest in Tesla, then invest in Tesla. But some of you are thinking, oh, well, Tesla is $600, $700, $800. What's $5 or $10 going to do? It's going to make you some money. That's what it's going to do. I don't look at the stock price. I'm like, hey, man, I can invest $20, $30, $40 inside that stock. And you need to have in the mind of an investor and not how much money you have, but how much money you can invest. Very important, okay? Very important that you have that mindset. And again, Market Watch is saying that it's overbought, but I do not agree. They're giving you the current ratings as we know of today. They're giving you the current ratings that we know of today. Now, their EPS is earnings per share, which is a slightly operating out of debt, but I'm pretty sure they've been reinvesting their money because of this new stock release, the new IPO release. Again, it's not even a month old yet, okay? What else? We're also going to talk about Kathy Wood's ARK investment that bought Palantir stock after strong earnings, okay? They just bought the stock. Like, they bought 2.6 million shares, okay? They didn't buy Palantir, but they bought the stock, if that makes any sense, okay? Now, over here in Yahoo Finance, we see one thing here, neutral pattern detected, right here to your far left. Can everyone see that? Neutral pattern detected. And as you see of the performance outlook, they have this stock, Robinhood market stock, moving sideways over the course of the next 9 months, okay? Me personally, I'm going to continue to invest in Robinhood. I may buy one more share. I believe I should have bought a lot more shares than I did. I do that a lot, ladies and gentlemen. That's one of my faults. I'll see a good value in a stock, and I'll buy like 5 or 10 or something. I'm like, man, you should have really bought 15. You should have really bought 20. You should have really bought 50. I don't know. But the point is, I should have bought a lot more, because now either I have to buy it on the dip, I have to buy it on the low, or I have to buy it now, because, again, when we get into the stock forecasted price of Robinhood, a lot of you may be like tantalizing profits here, tantalizing profits. So you may want to go ahead and invest in Robinhood yourself, okay? So let's get into it. So CNN is saying over the course of the next 12 months, let's look at this. I'm blowing this up for you guys, excuse me. Over the next 12 months, that Robinhood will be at $65 to $151. So let me inform you here. Robinhood is currently at $49.71. Let's go back. Robinhood is currently at $49.70, and it's fluctuating in the pre-market, okay? It's fluctuating in the pre-market. But nonetheless, it's under $50. And the projected price that it may reach is $65 as a median. So in my opinion, you know, the median price is a lot of times more feasible than the high price. So I like to lean towards the median more strongly than I would like to lean to the high. But I love the possibility of the high price, because that occurs as well. So when you're looking at these investments, $45, I bought it at $38, and it has a propensity, it has a projection of reaching $65 a share. Even if I bought it at $50 right now, I can make a $15 investment. I mean, a $15 profit. This is absolutely phenomenal. So in my opinion, is Robinhood still worth your money? Absolutely. I would invest. I did invest, and you should invest as well. Now, take this information with a grain of salt, because I'm not somebody walking on Wall Street, because at the end of the day, they control it. But nonetheless, I think that you guys need to see, the future, because none of these stock projections or stock prices are a guaranteeing investment. Anyone that tells you that they guarantee that a stock is going to reach a price is absolutely lying. Nobody really knows. Okay. Nobody really knows the exact price that a stock is going to make. Okay. Now, there are a lot of indicators and analysis and data that will allude to a price reaching a certain range. Like, okay, right now, Robinhood is at $50. Based upon their business deals, their finances, their contracts, etc., we're thinking about this stock is going to reach at $65 a share in the next 9 to 12 months, and also with the possibility of reaching $151 per share. Okay, but no one can really give you the exact price or if it will be profitable. Now, granted, when I look at investments, moving on to Cathie Woods and ARK Investments, more times than not, when you get into ETFs, ladies and gentlemen, they will be profitable. They will be profitable. Now, again, that's no guarantee. And for you guys who don't know who Cathie Woods is, here's Cathie Woods, and she is the CEO and Chief Investment Officer of ARK Investment. And I like what she's doing in the investment market. She's doing a lot of great things when it comes to money. And do I believe that you should invest in ARK Investments? I absolutely believe that you should. Now, I was trying to remember if I have any ARK Investments in my portfolio, and I'm going to look at that. But for you guys who want to get in on Palantir, because Palantir has been doing really well, I need to go glance at their stock. But they bought 2.6 million shares of Palantir on last Wednesday. And I believe they split those shares up between the two ETFs under ARK, which was ARK Innovation and ARK Next Generation. Okay, so let's look at that very quickly. Don't let the stock price scare you. So we're looking at over the course of 1 year, this stock has been up almost 50%. Okay, 50%. So if I go to the beginning of the year, we're looking at that. This was under $100. And I want to show you the power of investing. This is the power of investing, family. When you're looking at these stocks, you would invest in $100, and then literally within a year, you would have made $48 off that investment. This having your money to sit. And see, sometimes money sit in your wallet and it burns a hole, and you just got to spend. But when you have your money in investment, your money is making you money. Come on, man. Your money is making you money. That's easy. That's easy. Come on, man. Because when you have money burning in your pockets and you're not doing anything about it, you're not investing your money, you can't make no money like that. You can't make no money like that, because it's all about that money. It's all about that money. So take some of that money that you guys are splurging. You're buying all types of cars and shoes and this all eating out. Invest some of your money in some of these stocks that I'm giving you, and I guarantee that you'll be better off than you once was before. Okay, let me move on. I'm off my soapbox. Let me move on. So again, don't look at the stock price, because with Robinhood and WeBull, you guys can invest in fractions, meaning you can invest $5, $10, $15, $20, whatever you have to give, and you can still make good money. Now, we understand that back in February 16, 2021, it was up to $187. But what does it matter to you if you would have invested early? Okay, you're still up $48 per share. Okay, so again, I'm not going to go over this stock per se, but I'm letting you know that Palantir is now a part of this particular ETF. And for you guys who don't know what an ETF is, and the ETF is an exchange traded fund that is an accumulation of different stocks, usually in the same market. Meaning, take for instance, if you have a basket and you went shopping, you got apple, oranges, and pears. You have all different types of fruit, but they're fruit, okay? So take, for instance, an ETF. An ETF is a basket of stocks, usually in the same sector, like a technology company or an e-commerce company, okay? Because Google, Amazon, Facebook, they're all technology companies. They would be mostly associated in the same sort of ETF, if that makes any sense to you guys. Hopefully it does. Now, let's move on to the other ETF that Palantir was split in two, which is the ARK Innovation ETF. And over the past year, it's been up 38%. So let's go back. So right now it's up at 118, 119 per share. If you would have bought it back a year ago, you would have made, oh man, you'd made about $20, $30 off your investment, because we had 84 here and now it's up to 118. Okay. So you made roughly about $25, $30 per share. Again, you're making money on top of your money. And guess what? When you go buy things that you absolutely don't need, like me, I love candles, right? I got candles all over the place. This is my coconut sea salt. Oh, that smells so good though. But I'm literally burning my money. When you're going to buy a candle, you're literally burning your money. But thank God I invest a lot of my money so I can make money on top of money. But let me move on, because I want to go back and I want to see if I have art inside of my portfolio. If not, I think I'm going to invest in some of that money today. Now, let me look at my portfolio here. Now, I'm not doing so well. I'm already down $273, but that's okay. That's just for today. And I'm just going to quickly look at, and it's probably most of my option trading. You see that I'm absolutely down. Let me just glance through my portfolio. I thought I had an ARK investment in here, but I probably sold it. Yep. I think I sold it, ladies and gentlemen, but I might have to get back into the ARKs, because there's a large ARK investment. Let me see if they list some of these investments on here. Now, they do give you a breakdown, okay? It says here that they picked up 2.6 million shares of Palantir on Wednesday amid falling share price. That means Palantir was actually falling. It says on Wednesday, the closing price, and for you guys that can't see, here we go, that it was around $23.59. The shares were worth roughly $62.7 million. The move made Palantir the 37th largest holding of the ARK Innovation ETF and the 20th largest holding of the ARK Next Generation ETF. Okay, so they're making major moves in the investment market, and this is the one that I used to sell Triple Q, the Invesco Trust Series 1. I used to sell buy this one, but what I'm learning is that this Triple Q one, I need to continue to buy. I need to put this probably on a monthly thing, because it keeps going up. Let me read this very quickly. It says that the Triple Q, which tracks tech names in the NASDAQ, has fallen nearly 10% since the beginning of February. Much of the move down caused by a bond sell-off that rocket markets last week, something Kathy Wood says she was very comfortable with giving her funds long-term bias. So let me go back to my portfolio. Okay, this is mine over here, and I will show you. I have Triple Q right here. Now, this stock is expensive. Oh, yeah. This stock is expensive. That's why you see your boy only has 1.2 shares. Now, I'm only at a percentage at 4.5%, but I'm going to keep this stock right here. I'm only invested at 450. The stock price is 367. But over the course of the year, the stock has been up 34, 35% per share. Over the past 5 years, it's been up 213%. And let's not forget about the dividends, which are measly. Okay, the dividends are only 0.46%, so around 0.5%. But I like the Triple Q stock. I think that these are one of the stocks that you absolutely need to stay with. And again, for you guys who are tuning in, you guys should not be afraid of any stock price with the new trading platforms that we have, like Robinhood, WeBull, and also M1 Finance, because you can invest in fractions. Okay, so I'm going to wait till the market is open. I think I'm going to put a little bit of money into the ARK investments that have been named here. Most likely the one I think is the ARK Innovation one that has a portion of the 2.6 million shares of Palantir. And I'm also going to do some other recurring investments. Okay, that's what I really need to set up so I can be more committed to investing every month. Because usually I just go in here, take a couple of $100, and I just invest in various stocks. Okay, but again, if you guys not investing, then you're not multiplying your portfolio and you're not multiplying your dollar. Okay, when you just buy things with no return, that's not an investment. You always look for investment on your dollar so your money makes money. Okay, let's see who's here today. We got Jermaine Anderson. Wendell, good morning to you all. Jermaine Anderson says, can you explain tip bonds? I'll do that in another video, brother. So look out for that as well. You guys have a great and wonderful day. This is Financial Literacy 101. Learn money and be inspired. You guys have a great and wonderful Monday. Guess what? I'm out.